Salutations, Satan Spawn, and welcome back to another episode of Spooky Sunday, where we talk about all things paranormal. In this episode, we are going to be talking about my ghost encounter at a hospice center. Make sure that you stay till the end because I have a huge announcement. Back in 2017, my auntie had gotten really ill and ended up being put into hospice. My mother and I went to see her almost every day as she was there for almost a month and a half. We are a Native American, and so my chief and other members of the tribe ended up coming to visit her in her last moments and hold space and a ceremony for her. During the ceremony, our chief told us that he believed she was holding on for so long because she wanted to try to help the other souls of the hospice center to move on and find peace. During our visits, my whole family, and especially my mom and I, would notice this older woman who stayed across the hall from my aunt. Her door was always open, and I always tried to meet her gaze and just give her a gentle smile. We noticed that she didn't ever have any visitors, which was really heartbreaking. And what's really sad is we noticed that there were so many patients just in my auntie's hall that didn't ever have any visitors. It is so heartbreaking to think that somebody could be in their last moments and not have a single person to come visit them. My mom and I wanted to go visit them and give them some company. On one of our visits, the older lady called out to my mom in a panic. So also in a panic, we ran to the nurse's stand to try to get help for her. I know there's not a lot they can do at a hospice center. I mean, it's a place for them to feel comfort as they pass away. But we still wanted to notify the nurses in case something was going on. They asked us for her room number and we told them where she was located. And they looked at us very strange, which was confusing. They then proceeded to tell us that there was nobody in that room currently. The room was empty, but they told us that a lady meeting our exact description had just recently passed away in that exact room. We were really shocked, but the nurses weren't. I mean, it makes sense. Stuff like this must happen for them all the time, given where they are. About a week before my auntie's passing, a few family members and I stepped outside into the parking lot to gather our thoughts and just get a breath of fresh air, when we heard voices around us. We all looked around, kind of creeped out, and saw a few full-body apparitions standing around us. We felt completely surrounded, and I really believe that we were. And this might sound terrifying to you and like something really scary, but it wasn't. It was very peaceful energy. The faces of the apparitions that we could see looked very at peace and calm. And part of me believes these are some of the souls that my auntie was trying to help guide. Honestly, if there were multiple people experiencing both of these scenarios with me, I would truly think that I had lost my marbles. I would be checking myself into the Grippy Sock Clinic immediately. At least there were a lot of people that experienced it with me, so I know that I'm not losing my mind. Anyways, the night after my auntie passed away, I sat in my room and just held this meditative space for her. And I saw her in front of me. She had this look of excitement and shock on her face, and she just said, "You can see me?" She looked so shocked. I told her yes, I could see her, and she just looked at me and she said, "I love you." And then she left. The way that she stuck it out for so long so that she could help other souls find peace and move on is so beautiful and inspiring to me. Honestly, my auntie is one of my biggest inspirations for what I do today. She is why I will always try to seek out and help every single spirit that I can to move on and find peace. Or even just be a friend for them, somebody to listen and hear their story and learn about their life. So many people think that paranormal investigations and talking to spirits is all doors slamming and growls and getting scratched. In fact, those things rarely happen. Most of the time, in my experience, it's sitting down with another person and just talking to them. I've even met so many spirits who tell jokes and just sit there and hang out with you. And just because we can't see them doesn't mean it's all so scary. I know I was scared in the beginning when paranormal things would happen, but the more I learn about the spirit world, the more I learned that I'm just speaking to another human. I'm speaking to another person. And if I can be a beacon of light or just somebody to listen, I want to be that for every single lost soul that I can. Every single person who feels stuck, living or dead. Although if we're real, I kind of like talking to the dead a little more than the living. Anyways, that's all I have for today. If you liked this video, please make sure to like and subscribe so that we can help reach fellow weirdos who are intrigued by the paranormal, such as me and yourself. Also, down in the comments, let me know what was your most memorable ghost encounter. I really want to hear about it. And lastly, before I forget, my big announcement. Drumroll, please. At the end of May, I'm going to be staying overnight in a haunted hotel and doing a paranormal investigation. I'm also going to be bringing my mom. She hasn't really done any paranormal investigations, so I thought I would bring her along and kind of teach her how to do one so that I can help teach you guys as well. Let's hope I don't freak her out too much so that she'll come on another one with me. I'm going to be keeping the name of the hotel a mystery for now, just to keep it a surprise, and for safety reasons, let's be real. But that video is going to be dropping on May 26th, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Next Spooky Sunday, I'm going to be telling you guys how to set intentions and the proper mindset before you even go into an investigation. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.